Good Saturday morning, everyone. Meteorologist Jim Danner in the Storm Tracker 4 Weather Center, and we're tracking some strong to severe thunderstorms across the area this morning. Severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for Hidalgo County. There's actually two of them. The first one is across western Hidalgo County. That severe thunderstorm warning is until 8:15, and then for eastern Hidalgo County, right in through here, that severe thunderstorm warning is until 8:30. For, again, a line of very strong to severe storms moving eastward across Hidalgo County. There's been some pretty good rainfall also out towards the west and portions of Starr and western Hidalgo County, where we have an aerial flood advisory in effect for the next couple of hours. There is the thunderstorm activity moving eastward, pretty much covering all of the southern half of Hidalgo County this morning. The activity is moving off towards the east, but it has had a history of producing some penny-sized hail, very heavy rainfall, of course, and winds up to about 70 miles per hour. Now, that's radar indicated, but nonetheless, very strong thunderstorms and severe at times moving across portions of the Rio Grande Valley. There is a still image right now, so you can see the heaviest activity in this red right in through here. And again, that rainfall coming down at anywhere from 1 inch to 2 inches per hour. And then you actually move off a little bit further towards the northeast, and there's also an area of very strong thunderstorm activity across western portions of Willacy County as well. And right in through here, southwestern, western Willacy County, that area also under the severe thunderstorm warning until 8:30 this morning. Here is a look at the radar, or the hail tracker rather, and earlier, back about 5-10 minutes ago, there were some indications of still some penny-sized hail right around La Jolla and between there and Sullivan City. Now, this gray area here is what we're seeing, what's left of some indications there. And the activity, I'm going to clear this out here. The activity, again, is moving eastward and taking this little hail core with it. Right now, though, it is looking at about a half-inch diameter hail being reported by radar. That is just north of La Jolla and just to the west of Mission and Alton. So if you're in, again, southern Hidalgo County, these storms have had a history of producing anywhere from, say, half-inch to 1-inch diameter hail over the last several hours, as they actually developed first over Starr County and then began moving and increasing in intensity as they made it their way towards Hidalgo County. The first line of actually showers and thunderstorms moved through earlier in a line across pretty much the lower valley, and you can see that coming up right there. There's that line. It affected Cameron County, Willacy County, the South Pottery Island. But again, now here's the next area of concern, and that is this cluster of thunderstorms right here across southern portions of Hidalgo County. And we have had some reports now of rainfall in excess of 3 inches an hour at one point, and that was over portions of southeastern Starr County and western Hidalgo County, right between, let's see here, let's look here. Basically it's covering the area around La Jolla out towards Sullivan City, where they had the rainfall rates the highest, and I still expect to see that we've got some heavy rainfall periods coming through this as well. Let's go take a look at this here as we go through, look at the latest radar image, and some of the estimates by radar is there's 1.75 inches per hour. The darker red there, we're looking at, well, that one actually coming in at about 5 inches per hour, and that could be a little bit of hail contaminated there as well. But anywhere from 1 to 2 inches per hour, upwards to 3 inches per hour is still likely from this area of storms right here through basically the southern part of Hidalgo County, moving eastwards. For those of you in Cameron and Willacy County, this area of thunderstorms, severe weather is moving in your direction. Right now, as though the severe thunderstorm warning, though, is for portions of southern Hidalgo County. So the western portion of Hidalgo County until 8:15, the eastern portion of Hidalgo County until 8:30, and then we also have the aerial flood advisory, which is the area in green out towards the west here in portions of Starr and western Hidalgo County, as I mentioned before, where we've seen some rainfall estimates in excess of 3 inches have fallen in that area. And this is an area also that last weekend saw some pretty substantial rainfall, so that area can't hold as much rainfall as other areas of the valley are going to be able to do, especially across the lower valley. So not to say you can't get some localized flooding. That is absolutely a likelihood as these storms move eastward. It's just that the ground's going to be able to soak in a lot more rain across Cameron and most of Willacy County over the coming hours. Put this into motion once again, and there is the activity again. Very heavy thunderstorm activity. Southern portions of Hidalgo County now starting to make their way into western Cameron County there. You can see that little edge right through there. So Mercedes are getting the heavy rainfall right now. La Feria is about to start getting in on that heavy rainfall, and Harlingen next, Rangerville as well. Again, as this moves eastward, and then off towards the north, let's not forget about western Willacy County. Really starting to see that rain pick up there around Raymondville and western tip there of Willacy County. That is also moving off towards the east. We're going to put this back into motion again here for western Willacy County. And there you can see, so if you're in the San Perlita area going out towards Port Mansfield, you're also going to be seeing some of this heavy rainfall over the coming hour or so. This activity is moving off pretty quickly towards the east. Again, severe thunderstorm warning continues for western Hidalgo County, and that is until 8:15, and eastern Hidalgo County until 8:30. And basically the split is kind of right in through there. So 8:15 on this side and 8:30 on this side for severe thunderstorm activity. I want to show you some of the rainfall estimates also from radar. Now, these are not official totals, but this is what radar is estimating. Now, we got to use be cautious here, because some of these numbers could be a little bit higher due to the fact that we have seen some hail coming out of these thunderstorms, and they tend to kind of up the estimate rainfall totals. But now this, I'm thinking is probably pretty much correct. Just north of La Jolla, that's in that area where we've already have reports of rainfall in excess of 3 inches coming down in just about 1 hour. So that's just north of La Jolla. You can see West La Jolla on Highway 83 there. That's the highway name there. Let's get out there. About 2.5 inches of rainfall. And then you move westward towards Rio Grande City, and we have seen some of the heavier rainfall totals there as well. And again, La Grulla area, we'll put a little marker on that. That's just west La Grulla, and that's 3 inches of rainfall having fallen. Again, estimated by radar, and now we're seeing some of that green starting to make its way into Edinburgh. We'll take a look at that right there. That's about 1.5 inches of rainfall fallen so far, again, estimated by radar. And any of this area shaded in green is basically estimates of over 1 inch of rain so far. Then you get in the darker green, of course, it starts stepping up from there, 2 to 3 inches plus across the area. And we have seen also some good rainfall across the rural areas of Starr and Hidalgo counties. Severe weather outlook continues for today across a large part of the Rio Grande Valley. It's a marginal, which is the low end of the severe weather risk, but it's still there. Again, that's for today. And here is a look at our weather camera from South Texas College McAllen. Looks like it's starting to settle down there a little bit. I had seen some lightning in the camera lens here about 15 minutes ago or so, but the streets are, of course, extremely slick out there. And even portions of the lower valley where you saw some of that rainfall earlier this morning, you still could be seeing some pretty slick roadways across Cameron and Willacy counties as well. And again, it was over the last 3 or 4 hours or so that first line made it through. And I'm going to kind of step this back here. So this was, you can see Willacy County getting some good rainfall. This was at about 5:30 this morning, and then that line continued to move off towards the east-southeast. It kind of broke up somewhat, but you can see there around Valley International Airport getting some heavy downpours. This was about 6:30, and then it pretty much started to fall apart as it moved out over the Gulf of Mexico, and then our next line started moving in from the west. So just a quick update here. We have the severe thunderstorm warning for Hidalgo County, so the western half of Hidalgo County until 8:15, the eastern sections, and now we also have Cameron County and southern Willacy County in the severe thunderstorm warning as well, as those storms continue to move eastward. And the severe thunderstorm warning for Cameron, eastern sections of Hidalgo County there, and southern Willacy, that is now going to be until 8:45 this morning. Radar is still indicating 60-mile-an-hour potential wind gusts, and also some anywhere from nickel to penny size hail out there as well. Again, severe thunderstorm warning now for southeastern Hidalgo County, all of Cameron County, and southwestern Willacy County until 8:45 this morning. Again, for this big cluster of thunderstorms that continues to move off towards the east. Pretty good clip, so even though it's moving fast, if it were a little bit slower, I think we'd have a bigger problem as far as potential for flooding out there. But even at that, that gives you an idea of how fast this rainfall is falling out there. Storms are moving pretty quickly to the east, and we're still getting some of those rainfall estimates of 1, 2, 3 inches per hour, and some quick accumulations out there across the region. So now we're seeing this, let's put this to now approaching the western edge there of Harlingen now, approaching Lyford, seeing that heavier thunderstorm activity, and now Raymondville is seeing it, and that extends off towards the northern parts of Willacy County. Eastern sections of Hidalgo County, some of the heavier activity now right up in the northeastern corner there, And again, rainfall rates anywhere from 1, 2 to 3 inches per hour coming out of these storms at times. We'll put this back over here towards the loop here we'll give you a more broad view across the area. So if you're out in Starr County, right now it is looking pretty good. There's really nothing out towards your west at this time. Further north from there, yes, but all that activity is also moving towards east. So Starr County, you're pretty much out of the woods right now as far as the heaviest thunderstorm activity, but this is now Hidalgo County. You can see the far western edges of Hidalgo County seeing improvement right now, and now it's the western sections of Cameron County, pretty much all of southern Hidalgo County, and now western Willacy County seeing the heavy thunderstorm activity moving eastward. If you are out on South Pottery Island, if you're in Brownsville, San Benito, Los Fresnos, Rio Hondo, Arroyo City, you're going to be getting your share of this activity here moving eastward over the next hour or so, 30 minutes to an hour. It's not really showing any signs of decreasing in intensity, so I do expect to see some very heavy rainfall and the potential for that severe weather to make it all the way towards the island over the next couple of hours or so. Again, severe thunderstorm warning for the western sections of Hidalgo County, eastern Hidalgo County until 8:15, and now all of Cameron and southern Willacy counties until 8:45. And now we do have another flood advisory that has been issued here. This one for, let's see here. Let me go back here. Again, it's going to be for the area across western Hidalgo County where we have seen, again, some radar estimates and some spotter estimates of rainfall of 2 to 3 inches of rainfall across areas of western Hidalgo County and eastern Starr County. We're going to continue to monitor this situation very closely here in the Storm Tracker 4 Weather Center. Again, severe thunderstorm warnings for portions of, or most of southern Hidalgo County, eastern sections of Hidalgo County, now western Willacy County, southern Willacy County, and now Cameron County. So we're all kind of getting in on this action. Cameron County until 8:45 this morning. Stay tuned to CBS 4. We'll continue to monitor the situation as it continues to develop.